Washington State are getting ready for any possible troop deployment there.
We, to not mince words, we do not need the federal government bringing in armored vehicles, semi-automatic weapons, military personnel to make, quote unquote, us safer. There is not an insurrection here. His strategy, and I'm referring to President Trump, his strategy only serves to escalate tensions and continue to breed mistrust. Our message today is very clear. Stay out of Seattle.
Just moments ago, we heard from the mayor of Seattle and the Washington Attorney General. The mayor said that he would issue an executive order in the coming days with their plan of action. The leaders echoed arguments by Oregon's governor and attorney general, saying that any troop deployment would be federal overreach. So far this year, President Trump has deployed and threatened to deploy National Guard troops to Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Chicago, Memphis, and now Portland. Earlier this month, a federal judge ruled that the president's use of troops in Los Angeles was illegal. The court essentially said that the federal government was wrong for taking over state and local authority.